Good afternoon. We are in Lisle, Ontario for day 2 of the annual Lisle Baseball Tournament. It is game number 1 of today's championship bracket between the Creemore Braves and the Ivy Leafs. Hello, I'm Ryan Vanveen alongside my broadcast partner and scorekeeper for the game, Kyle Winsler. Kyle, great to have you along. And we have the umpires getting ready for the start of the game. Today's umpires will be Keith Warden behind the plate, and along the baselines and in the field, that will be Kyle Hall. Boo! Oh, don't boo him.
Sorry, I had to boo.
Kyle, that was Kyle booing you, not Kyle.
You doing this one too?
Yeah, we're doing this one too. We're about 3 minutes away from the start of the game. For those of you following the actual tournament here, Bolton just defeated the Angus Black Sox by a score of 13-1, so they will advance to tomorrow morning's Day 3 game for the Consolation Championship buy-in between themselves, the Bolton Brewers, and the Kincardine Cubs. Both of those teams tomorrow will take place at 9 a.m. for a chance at the Consolation Finals game with the Lisle Astros. Just getting ready now here for the start. We're about 2 minutes away. The starting pitchers for today's game for the Creemore Braves is number 8, Matt Balbury. And for the Ivy Leafs, we have Wade Babula. We will have the numbers for Wade and some of his teammates when we come back in a few minutes. Start of the game, rapidly approaching. Teams just getting their last minute warm-ups, and they are about to come along to the field, so stick around. We'll be right back. Getting close to the start of the game now, as Ivy, the home team for this game, has taken the field. Starting pitcher number 15, Wade Babula, just taking his warm-up tosses now. Creemore batters just ending their little pregame powwow right now. Creemore, to get to this game, they just barely edged out the Lisle Astros in the first game of yesterday's tournament by the score of 5-4. By comparison, Ivy faced Creemore's other team, the Barons. I believe they're the junior team. They beat them by a score of 8-7. So both of the teams in this game just making it in by the skin of their teeth, but no less equally talented.
What was the score?
It's 13-1. Due up for the Creemore Braves in the first inning, second baseman Jeff Aikett, center fielder Tom Gateman, and the catcher Ethan Henry. Due up 1-2-3. Just approaching 2 p.m. here in Lisle, Ontario. Beautiful, sunny, slightly cloudy afternoon. Clouds just starting to appear now, but overall beautiful weather has been consistent all day. And as the warm-ups are done, we get ready for the first pitch of the game. Good afternoon for the third game of Day 2 of the Lisle Tournament. It is the Creemore Braves against the Ivy Leafs. Leading off the game, the second baseman, number 4, Jeff Aikett, number 4. So Jeff Aikett, the right-handed hitting second baseman, will start the game off for Creemore. And in comes with the windup and the pitch. In there on the outside corner for strike 1, and we are underway at 1:52 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Count is now 0-1 on Aiken. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss for strike 2. 2 straight fastballs in there to start the game. Aiken back in the box as the windup and the 0-2 pitch. Just off the plate, ball 1. Back towing the mound, pitching from the full wind-up. The wind and the 1-2. Fouled away. Count remains 1-2 apiece. Mabula looking into the sign from catcher Dave Reed. And here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Goes behind the catcher. That goes all the way to the backstop. And Akit makes it to first for the first runner of the game.
How do you do that one?
Hey, get your ground ball.
The center fielder, number 7, Tom Gateman. Number 7.
Yeah, Brett.
Yeah?
Yeah, he says it counts as a strikeout. And first base.
That's
What we're doing?
We didn't go through that yesterday.
So Babula strikes out his first batter of the game, but he ends up on base on the passed ball. So now there's a runner on first with nobody out for Tom Gateman. Comes from the set, and first pitch, skied into shallow right field. Players have a beat on it, and a dive but just miss, and the ball falls in. The throw to second is not in time.
It's a forced play.
They looked close out at second, but base ump called him safe.
Would that be an error, or you seen an error back
Nope.
there? No?
The ball fell in safely on the dive for a single. Great effort by the Ivy second baseman. Now the umps are calling a little powwow here to determine what the course of action is. The play at second base looked to be appeared out, but the runner was called safe. And it appears the call stands, so now there's runners on first and second and nobody out. The catcher, number 18, Ethan Henry. Number 18.
Sorry?
Ethan Henry, the catcher, now comes to bat looking to at least move one of the runners over. First pitch deal, bunt back up past the pitcher, throw to third, and they get the lead runner.
That's 2. Got him twice now.
Great play off the mound by Babula, springing off that mound like a cat to get the runner at third, nails the force runner. The shortstop, Chad Purchase, number 36. These guys have the front of the uniforms. So now there's one away here in the top of the first inning. Runner still on first and second. And the shortstop, Chad Purchase, is up at the plate. Swing and a miss on a high fastball for strike one. Henry back on the mound from the stretch. Checks the runner at second. And hits the batter in the back. Caught him in the upper left corner there of the shoulder blade, so now the bases are loaded with one out. The left fielder, number 22, Glenn Patterson. Number 22.
Hey, relax up there. Come on, nice and smooth. Let's go.
So Ivy in a little bit of a jam here. Bases loaded with one out here in the top of the first inning. Left fielder Glenn Patterson with a chance to do some damage for Creemore early. Babula checks in. The sign from his catcher. Checks the runner at third. Delivers. Low, ball one.
Come on, Wade. Come on out. Throw strikes. Go get it. Come on, bud. Throw a ground ball here. Get out of this. Let's go.
This whole tournament so far, every game has had at least one or two eventful moments.
Is that a fielder's choice on the button?
From the stretch again. Here's the pitch. High, ball two.
Come on out.
Babula facing a 2-0 count now to Patterson. Base is still loaded. He throws from the full windup. Just did fastball over the plate for a called strike, so count is 2-1. Gateman, the runner at third, Henry, the runner at second, and Purchase, after the hit by pitch, leads off at first. Babula again from the wind, and here's the 2-1. Just missed on that inside corner.
That's not low. No chance. Good spot, at boy. Go get. Come on out.
Count is now 3-1 to Patterson. And Babula finds himself in the hole. From the wind again, the 3-1 pitch. Swinging a drive, Deep into center field. Back for it goes the fielder. He will make the catch, but the runner will tag from third. They will hold the runner at second as the throw goes into third. So that is the first run of the game for Creemore. The right fielder, number 21, Mike Fawcett. Number 21. So Glenn Patterson delivers a sacrifice fly to give Creemore the first run of the game. And up to bat, the right fielder, Mike Fawcett. There's
26.
first pitch is skied out of play.
21.
So it's 0-1.
Thank you.
0-1 the count now. Runners only on first and second.
You've seen it.
2 away here in the top of the first.
Right in my view.
Lisle trying to get out of here with minimal damage allowed. From the stretch again. Checks the runner on second and pitch in. High ball.
Now, come on now. You're all right. Go get it. Come on, bud.
Lisle kicks the dirt in. Looks back in. Again from the stretch.
Hey, wait. Hey, kid.
And here's the 1-1. Lined into left field. That is sinking fast. That will fall in past the diving left fielder and go all the way to the wall. 1 run is in. This may be 2. They're going to wave him around. In to score comes Purchase. And it is 3-0 for Creemore. A 2-run double for Mike Fawcett. The first baseman, number 26, Jackson Bunn. Number 26.
Go get.
So a controversial call at second base leads to a 3-run inning so far for the Creemore Braves. As the first pitch goes in for a swinging strike 1.
One out.
Still pays the same.
Bunn back in there, batting from the right side. Abula checks and deals. Swing and a miss, 5 for strike 2.
Stay with that fucking thing until they fucking hit it. Let's go.
Okay.
Abula looking at an 0-2 count. He's ahead of the batter. Checks the runner at second. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3, and that is the end of the inning. So a 3 spot by Creemore has the game off to an interesting start. We go to the bottom of the first, 3-0 Creemore over Ivy. Back here in Lisle, Ontario for the bottom half of the first inning. Creemore put up a 3 spot in the top half of the inning. Due up for Ivy in this half. Shortstop Norm Love, followed by the catcher Dave Reed and the first baseman Chad Waters. Due up 1-2-3. Leading off the bottom of the first, the shortstop, number 9, Norm Love. Number 9. Love, the shortstop, batting from the right side against Creemore's Matt Baldry. First pitch from just at the outside corner for strike 1. Baldry again from the windup, and here's the 0-1. Curveball in the gut for strike 2. Baldry quickly ahead of Love, 0-2. Winds and fires just a bit high. Count goes to 1-2 now. Dave Reed, the catcher, in the on-deck circle. Wind up from Baldry, and the 0-1 is hit to shortstop on a 2-hopper. Taken, fires across the diamond to first, had to leap, and just kicks back in time, and a great defensive play by the first baseman to record an out. The catcher, number 12, Dave Reed. Number 12. So they just avoid an error on the great play of Jackson Bunn at first base to kick back with his foot and prevent a throwing error. And now the catcher Reed is up at bat. First pitch from Baldry. Low in for called strike one. Baldry back from the windup and the 0-1 pitch. Line and a drive to the corner in left field. That ball is down past the diving left fielder. That'll go to the wall. And that's going to be extra bases for the catcher Reed, who pulls into second with a stand-up double.
The first baseman, number 11, Chad Waters. Number 11.
The runner on second now with one away here in the bottom of the first inning. That brings up the first baseman, Chad Waters. Chad again batting from the right side. Almost witnessed a great defensive play on that last play. Left fielder had a beat on the ball just past his diving glove. Rolled all the way to the wall for his double. Baldry checks the runner at second and deals. High and away for ball one. Baldry, number 8, his jersey number, checks in again. No one covering Reed at second base. Pitch in there for a strike call. Count is 1-1. Mentioned earlier, this is game number 2 for both of these teams. The winner of this game will face the winner of the game played later today at 4 p.m. The 1-1 just behind the head. Not intentional, but the count goes to 2-1. That game, after this one, will be between the New Lowell Knights and the Clearview Orioles. That'll be game 2 of the champion bracket for the day. 2-1 pitch. High strike call. Count is even at 2. Keith Wharton, the plate umpire. And the base umpire for today is Kyle Hall. Check the runner at second. The 2-2 pitch is curveball. Grounded to third. Knocked down. Goes to the shortstop, but there will be no play. So a runner reaches base. So there's runners on second and first now with the one away.
The designated hitter, number 33, Matt Bilo. Number 33.
Matty Bilo, the DH, batting from the left side. Baldry grooming the mound a little bit. Didn't like where his plant foot was landing. Dave Reed, the runner on second. Chad Waters, the runner at first. Baldry checks at second and deals. First pitch in there for called strike one. Score still 3-0 for Creemore here in the bottom half of the first inning. Again from the stretch. Pitch low in the dirt for a ball. No one covering the runner at first base, just shading a little bit. Check back at the runner at second. Baldry deals. Curveball just falling over the plate for called strike. 1-2 the count now on DH Bilo.
Battle up, tough 2, here we go.
Baldry looking to set down the second Ivy hitter of the evening. 1-2 pitch, just outside. Count is even at 2. Ethan Hendry, the catcher behind the plate, giving the sign. Comes set. The 2-2 pitch swung on and missed for strike 3. So there's 2 down now here in the bottom of the second, with runners still on first and second.
The third baseman, number 24, Brett Elliott. Number 24.
Brett Elliott up. Another left-handed batter. Baldry's got 2 outs to work with. Still 2 runners on. First pitch, just in there for a called strike. I mentioned the final game of the day, taking place after the New Lowell Clearview game, will be between the Bolton Dodgers and the Orangeville Giants. Curveball just off the plate. Count is even at 1 apiece. Runners with 2 away, taking their leads. Nobody covering Dave Reed over at second base. The 1-1. Ground ball at first base side, just foul. And the runners go back to their starting blocks. 1-2 the count now on third baseman Brett Elliott with 2 away here in the bottom of the first. Aldry toes the slab again. Checks in at Henry Signs. Finds the one he likes. 1-2. Just off the plate again. Count is even once again at 2 apiece.
Battle up. Here we go.
Henry steps back in, checks for the sign. The 2-2 pitch. Low, ball 3. Full count now to Brett Elliott. The runners will be moving on the pitch. And David White, the on-deck hitter, hoping he'll see some action this inning. Reed leaves off second, Waters off first. And Baldry calls for time.
Let's go too far. Here we go. Contact it.
He steps back on the rubber. Checks the runner at second. And the runners go. The 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. So Ivy strands 2. We go to the top of the second inning. Here in Lisle, it's Creemore 3, Ivy 1. And we will be back in just a moment. We're back in Lisle now, getting ready to start the top of the second inning. Final pitches by Ivy being thrown for the inning. Thanks once again for joining us, listening to this broadcast. This is your reliable Ryan Vanveen of the Lisle Astros, and my partner Kyle Windsor, my official scorer, and we're joined right now by the Anderson brothers, Scott and David, who have done a superb job as usual with running this tournament. Where the hell are we?
Yeah, that's right. Creemore's up.
Why is number 9 up? Oh, I guess he gave me the wrong number.
Where are we?
Oh, okay, shoot. Dang it. Missed it. Yep. So Brett Trott will lead off the inning. Second pitch in, just misses the plate, and the count is 1-1. Creemore working with a 3-0 lead. Beulah from the full line, and here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Brett Trott, the third baseman, batting from the left side. Facing in the windup and the 1-2 pitch. Just off the plate. Tell the catcher, Dave Reed, wanted that one. Framed that one really nicely.
Hey, let's go.
And still even. 2 strikes on the batter. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And there's the first out of the inning. Brett Trott goes down via the K swinging.
The pitcher, number 8, Matt Baldry. Number 8.
Your color man is not doing much.
Huh?
Your color man is not doing much either.
Well, he's got color.
Score.
He's got color.
Score.
The pitcher now due up, Matt Baldry. Creemore electing not to use the designated hitter for this game, as opposed to Ivy's strategy. First pitch into him. Meets the outside high corner for strike 1. Lisle trying to help out his cause. He has a 3-run lead, hoping to make it more very soon. Hanging curveball, hooked foul. Count is quickly at 0-2. Beulah facing his counterpart, looking to get one quick out to start this inning. The wind-up and the 0-2 pitch.
Out.
All the way out of play. Count remains 0-2.
I get a quarter if I get that?
If you can. You can beat the little kids out there.
Annual tradition here at the Lisle Baseball Tournament. For every youngster who brings back a foul ball, they get a quarter. The 0-2 pitch is swung on a miss for strike 3, and there goes the first batter of the inning.
Second.
That's the
Second batter.
Second K.
We're going to do play-by-play.
Apologies for that one. That's how long of a day it's been. Play ball in the morning and run that at the lake.
The second baseman, number 4, Jeff Aikett. Number 4.
As long as you can put up
Just
with the abuse
be ready for the color commentary when they call another one bad. Yeah, it's been picking up every argument from you guys.
Yeah, no doubt.
First pitch, ground ball, first base side, second field, over to first in time, and it's 3 up, 3 down. Great defensive play at second base to end the inning. So a 4-3, nice put out to end the top of this second inning. We will now go to the bottom of the inning. Score still, Creemore 3, Ivy 0.
Check there.
Leading off the bottom of the second, the right fielder, number 17, David White. Number 17.
Bottom of the second now. Ivy Leafs coming up to bat. David White, the right fielder, leading off, followed by the left fielder, Kevin Duman. First pitch in from Baldry, high and away for ball 1.
Having a good AB here.
White batting from the right side. Baldry checking in from the side on Henry. And the windup and the 1-0 pitch. Swung on a miss for strike 1. Baldry's worked efficiently in the first inning, hoping to continue that success on here into the second and for the rest of the game. The windup and the 1-1 delivery. Curveball popped up behind home plate. Catcher seems to have a beat on it. Henry will make the first out. And White goes down for the first out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 10, Kevin Duman. Number 10.
So an excellent play by the catcher Henry, not losing his footing on that pop-up directly behind him. That brings up the left fielder, Kevin Duman. Checking in, first delivery, line drive right at the second baseman for the second out of the inning. That's the efficiency we were looking for Baldry earlier. One pitch, another out.
The center fielder, number 43, John McDonald. Number 43.
So a line drive out for the second out. First pitch to McDonald is low and away for ball 1.
Can't even see that.
McDonald followed by the second baseman Drew Moore, and then we're back to the top of the order for Ivy. Second pitch just meets the inside corner for a strike. Baldry now working with a 1-1 count, 2 away here in the bottom of the second inning. The windup and the pitch. Caught that one in there, called strike 2. Count is now 1-2.
That's a lot of brain power on that helmet.
Baldry checks in for the sign from Henry and comes set. The 1-2 pitch, high and away, ball 2. Count is now even with 2 away here. Infield playing regular depth. Baldry the sign, the windup, and the 2-2 offering. Swing and a miss in the dirt for strike 3. Another quick inning goes by. 3 up, 3 down. We now go to the top of the third inning. Still Creemore 3, Ivy 0. And we'll be back for the top of the third in just a minute. We're back here in Lisle for the top of the third inning. Gateman will be the leadoff batter.
Leading off the third inning for Creemore, the center fielder, number 7, Tom Gateman. Number 7.
Gateman singled in his first at-bat. He was the first hitter and base runner of the game, and he scored the first run of the game as well. First pitch in there for delivery, strike 1.
Just gonna keep doing it.
Reed, the catcher, straddles back in, giving the sign, the windup, and the 0-1 pitch. Fouled away in the dirt, just off of Reed, and it looks like that caught him in a place where you can just guess where that one caught him. But seems to have shaken it off. So that's the foul ball. Count is now 0-2.
Another foul ball doesn't come back.
Beulah pitching in strong. The 0-2 pitch. In the dirt, just missed. Ball 1. Time now is 2:24 p.m. here on a sunny afternoon on May the 17th. This is game number 3 of today between Ivy and Creemore. The 1-2 delivery. Swung on and skied in the air, right hand side. Called off on the first base for the first out of the inning.
The catcher, number 18, Ethan Henry. Number 18.
So Gateman pops out to first for the first out of the inning.
Sorry? Question.
This will bring up the catcher, Ethan Henry.
Should be 3, not 1.
Henry reached base on the fielder's choice. His first at bat takes a swinging strike. Henry batting again from the right side. Avila checks the sign and deals. Just off the plate for a ball. Chad Purchase, the shortstop, on deck.
Hey, wait, hey, come on, bud.
And here's the 1-1. Just inside.
Good spot, boy. Good spot for that. Go
Henry
get it.
had to
Come on
bail
now.
out to avoid it hitting him on the thigh. And the count is now 2-1.
Set it up. Go to work. Come on now. Let's go.
Beulah checking in from the sign. And here comes the 2-1 delivery. Curveball in the dirt, low and away. Count is 3-1.
Battle up. Come on now.
Creemore
Let's
so
go.
far has had a solid showing in this tournament after the narrow win coming from behind against Lisle in Game 1. They're looking strong here early in Game 2. The 3-1 pitch. Line just past the pitcher's ear into center field, and that'll be a base hit. Beulah had to duck to get out of the way of that one, and they have the first base runner of the inning.
The shortstop, number 36, Chad Purchase. Number 36.
Beulah seems okay after that one. So now there's a runner on first and one away here. Creemore, though, having played well up to this point, is still missing a couple players, most notably it's one-time league batting champion outfielder Mac Morrish. First pitch in is fouled away.
It's right on top of the stats.
He doesn't know Chad Purchase is also.
Purchase, first one fouled away. 0-1 the count now with the runner on first, one away here in the top of the third inning. Vila checks the runner. Comes into the set and deals. Low for a ball. Purchase running down the sides with the third base coach. Now he's got the one he wants. Vila comes to the set again. Checks the runner from the stretch and deals. High, ball 2. 2-1 the count now. Wind's starting to pick up here a little bit in the early part of the afternoon. Henry leads off first again. The catcher not getting too big of a lead.
Go in!
Pitch. Takes off for second. The throw is just took a hit off Henry's back, and he makes it in there with a stolen base. So apparently he didn't need too big of a lead. Got the timing just right, and got a favorable throw, and he's in there with his first stolen base of the afternoon. He looks to be a little bit shaken up.
He doesn't throw that.
Get back up and seems okay. I think he was saying his foot caught the bag wrong, but stood back up, and now they have a runner on second base with one out. Purchase again, getting the sign. Now he's looking to, instead of moving the runner over, looking to score him. Check the runner at second, and the pitch. Swinging a fly ball to straightaway center field. They will camp under it, and that will be the second out. The runner tags and thinks wisely of it and goes back to second. So just like that, there's 2 down here now on the top of the third.
F9?
F8.
F8?
The left fielder, number 22, Glenn Patterson. Number 22. Tournament rules being applied here. The 2-out catcher rule. Purchase, having just flown out to center field, will take the place on the base pass for Ethan Henry. So Purchase now the runner on second with 2 away here in the top of the third. And the left fielder, Glenn Patterson, is up. Patterson flew out to center field for the second out of the first inning. Beulah checks the runner at second again and deals. High and away, ball 1.
Come on, Wade. Come on now, right here. Let's go.
No one really covering Purchase at second base as he leads off. Here's the 0-1, low in the dirt for ball 2. Base umpire, Kyle Hall, trying for a more favorable angle. Beulah again from the stretch. Here's the pitch, swung on and fouled back to the backstop. 2-1 the count now. Again, he steps out, getting the sign. Patterson steps back into the box. Beulah trying to get out of this inning with no damage. The 2-1 pitch is just off the plate. Reed tried his best to frame that one. Patterson again. Here's the pitch. Line drive into left field for a base hit. And they will hold the runner at third base. So now with 2 outs, there's runners on the corners. The right fielder, number 21, Mike Fawcett. Number 21. Mike Fawcett, the right fielder, comes up with runners on the corners and 2 out here in the top of the third inning. Looking to expand Creemore's lead. Creemore still leads 3-0. Beulah still throwing from the stretch. Purchase now the runner on third base. Patterson off of first. First pitch low in the dirt. Curveball in for a ball.
Good job, Waiter. Here you go. You go 1-5.
Ivy solid in their win against Creemore's other team, the Barons, in their first game. 0-1 pitch in there for a called strike. Score of that game in the first game of their series was an 8-7 final.
Now here we go.
Beulah again from the stretch, and here's the pitch. Hanging breaking ball, top just to first base. They will take it himself, and the inning is over. So Beulah manages to escape the inning with no damage whatsoever, and they will go to the bottom half. It's still 3-0 for Creemore.
Hey, Joey, come on now.
Leading off the bottom of the third inning for Ivy, the second baseman, number 8, Drew Moore. Number 8. Drew Moore leads off the bottom of the third for the Ivy Leafs. Score still 3-0 in Creemore's favor. This inning it will be Moore, followed by Norm Love, the leadoff man, and catcher Dave Reed. In there for ball 1. Matt Baldry, in his third inning of work now, has given up no earned runs through his first 2 innings of work. Changeup falls in there for called strike, and the count is even at 1 apiece.
Just a little bit. You can't do anything with that. You go, Wade. Do it.
Baldry checks in to Henry again for the sign and comes set. The windup and the 1-1. Drive into the gap in left center. It's falling, and it will fall in there for a base hit. Moore rounding first, taking the turn hard for second, and he'll get in there ahead of the throw for a stand-up double. So Moore gets things off on the right foot for Ivy. The shortstop, number 9, Norm Love. Number 9.
No more beers, guys.
Jeez.
Norm Love coming into bat now with a runner in scoring position and nobody out.
You want me to scribble? Here's just their color in every box.
Having some interesting time here in the broadcasting booth with my scorekeepers. One seems to know what he's doing, the other one knows what he's doing, but seems a little bit unstable of the hand. And I'll leave it at that. First pitch into Love, taken high, ball and away. Ivy looking to finally get on the board here. It's the bottom of the third. Their offense has yet to kick in. Baldry checks the runner and deals. Drive hit into shallow right field. Right fielder coming in hard will settle under it to make the catch. Runner will hold at second, so that is the first out of the inning. The catcher, number 12, Dave Reed. Number 12. Brings up Dave Reed, the catcher. Looking to help out his starting pitcher, Wade Babula, was providing him some well-deserved offense. Batting again from the right side. He doubled down the left field line his first time up. First pitch of the at-bat, just in at the knees for a called strike.
Hey, hard on you. Here you go.
1-1 the count now. As Baldry looking in for the sign from Henry. Time is called as Reed steps out of the box, gets his balance. Baldry in there looking for the sign from Henry again and comes set. Moore leads tentatively off second base, and the one holding him on there. Here's the pitch. Skied into the shallow part of the infield. Shortstop has a beat on it, and he will call off everyone else to make the catch for the second out of the inning. The first baseman, number 11, Chad Waters. Number 11. Two consecutive cans of corn here at the ballpark to get 2 consecutive outs for Ivy. They're down to their last out of the inning after a leadoff double. That'll bring up the first baseman, Chad Waters. Still with a runner on second base. Baldry into the set and deals. Hanging breaking ball, and that is skied into shallow left. Racing in will be the shortstop, and he will make his second consecutive play to end that inning. So they make a little bit of noise, but comes to naught as we go to the top of the fourth inning. Still 3-0 for Creemore. We're back here in beautiful Lisle, Ontario for going into the top of the fourth inning. Ivy just getting done with its warm-up throw around. Jackson Bunn will be leading off the inning for the Creemore Braves. Leading off the fourth inning for Creemore, the first baseman, number 26, Jackson Bunn. Number 26. Bunn struck out in his first at-bat back in the first inning. First pitch in, just above the knees, is a called strike. Bunn will be followed this inning by Brett Trott, the third baseman, and the pitcher, Matt Baldry. Breaking ball in the dirt, count is even at 1 apiece. Babula, since that stumble in the first inning, has been very strong. The 1-1 delivery, fouled back, just off the plate umpire's mask. Doesn't appear to have affected plate umpire Keith Warden too much. Count is now 1-2. Babula comes to the set and deals. Looked to fool him with a breaking ball, but to no avail. It goes in the dirt. The count is even again at 2 apiece. Fourth inning. This is Babula's fourth inning of work, rather. Comes again with the 2-2 delivery. Low, inside for ball 3. Full count now to Jackson Bunn, the first baseman for Creemore.
Come on, no further here. Let's go. Come on.
Bunn digs in against Umbry, fouled away on a pitch that would have been ball 4, but fouled back to the main screen and still at a full count. Fabiola again, towing the rubber, looking in for the sign, and he gets it. Into the windup, and the payoff pitch. Fouled away again to the back screen. And the Ivy coach runs back there for the second straight pitch. Great to have you again with us here for today's third game of the second day of Lisle's annual tournament. I'm your broadcaster, Ryan Vanveen, along with my broadcast team here in the booth. The 3-2 pitch is ball 4.
Be ready, Brett.
The third baseman, number 9, Brett Trott. Number 9. So a full count walk to Jackson Bunn to lead off the inning, and that will bring up the third baseman, Brett Trott. Also along with me here in the broadcast booth is my scorekeeper and occasional color commentator, Kyle Windsor. First pitch in low, ball 1. And tournament officiator and occasional Lisle outfielder, Scott Anderson. Checks the runner again and comes to the plate. Shows bunt. Doesn't pull back for the called strike 1. Trott there looked like he was going to lay down a bunt, but didn't pull the bat back in time, so it's even at 1 apiece. Count 1-1 now. Fabiola to the set again. Checks the runner. Runner is going. Swinging and a foul ball to the back screen. Tried for a hit and run on that one, but they just foul tipped it back, and the count is now 1-2.
Hey, keep battling. Eat your ground ball. Roll it up.
Coming up about 20 minutes after this game will be the fourth scheduled game of today's events. It will be the New Lowell Knights against the Clearview Orioles. That will be game 2 of today's championship end of the bracket. Another check on the runner, and the 1-2 pitch swung on and popped up just behind short. Shortstop calls everyone off and makes the play for the first out of the inning. The pitcher, number 8 rather, Matt Baldry, number 8. It's because we don't say pitcher here; you say number 1.
He's number 1. Number 1. He's number 1 in his head. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Well, no one's saying that here.
Especially today.
Baldry, the pitcher, up there facing against Fabiola with 1 away here, takes high and away for ball 1.
That was the King Cardinal low game yesterday. Must have been close.
So it's 3-2.
4-3? 3-2?
3-2.
It was
4-3.
4-3.
Yeah.
Kincardine lost yesterday
By 1.
to the New Lowell Knights by a score of 4-3. Checks the runner again. Going. The throw down to second is not in time, so that's a stolen base for Jackson Bunn. Great throw on the part of Reed, the catcher, for Ivy, but just a little bit wide of this target. So now, Matt Baldry looking to help out his cause by getting himself the potential 4th run of the game, standing out there at second base. 1 out here still in the top of the 4th inning. Fabiola comes to the set, checks the runner. Deals it in, swing and a miss. And Baldry finds himself down in the count now. Fabiola trying to at least get the second out of the inning from his counterpart. Again, checks the runner. The 1-2 pitch. Curveball back to the mound. Forcing him back to second and gets the pitcher, Baldry, at first for the second out of the inning. Great play off the mound by Wade Babiola. The second baseman, number 4, Jeff Aikett. Number 4. I'll bring off Jeff Aikett, the second baseman, number 1 in the batting order. This is his 3rd at-bat of the game. He is 0 for 2. He struck out swinging, but made it to first on a passed ball in the 1st inning, and then grounded out to the second baseman in the 2nd inning. 2 away here in the top of the 4th. Runner still on second base. First pitch high for ball 1.
All right, here. Working down. Back to the zone.
This game, unlike the previous 2 games that were played here before this game, has been relatively close. This morning, behind the pitching of Curse Allery, as the pitch is delivered in, swinging strike high. Count is even at 1 apiece. The Lisle Astros won their morning game against the other Creemore team, the Barons, by a score of 13-0. Curse Allery pitched a 5-inning complete game shutout. The 1-1, high curveball, ball 2.
Stay on top of that. Stay on top.
Then, in the game that just preceded this one, Kincardine, in their second game of the tournament, after having been felled by the New Lowell Knights 4-3 in their first game, easily handled the Nobleton Cornhuskers by a score of 17-5. Called strike 2. And Babula is 1 strike away from getting out of this inning in yet another jam. 2 strikes on second baseman Akit, with 2 away here in the top of the 4th, and Babula steps off the mound, asking his catcher Reed to run through the signals again. Even with shades on a hot sunny day like this, it can play havoc with you, especially when you're trying to get the right call down from your catcher. 2-strike pitch is laced to the right side, easily handled by the second baseman. Flip to first, almost over his head, but a great stretch prevents the out, and that's the inning. So at the end of the 4th inning, we go to the bottom now. Score is still 3-0 in favor of the Creemore Braves. We'll be back after this.
Come on, let's hit. Let's go.
Leading off the bottom of the 4th inning for Ivy, the designated hitter number 33, Matt Bilo. Number 33. Matty Bilo, the designated hitter, will lead off the bottom of the 4th inning for Ivy, and he swings and misses a pitch in the dirt for strike 1. Creemore still leading 3-0. Matt Baldry pitching a gem of a ball game so far. Facing the 4, 5, and 6 part of the order. Just missed off the corner for ball 1. Bilo, the DH, will be followed by Elliott, the third baseman, and David White, the right fielder. 1-1 delivery is fouled off behind the plate. Count is 1-2.
Hey, Matty. Left center, kid. Left center, that boy.
1-2 the count now on the designated hitter for Ivy. Baldry finds a sign, comes set, and the 1-2 pitch. Curveball low and inside, and the count is even at 2 apiece. We talked earlier about how the first 2 games of today, anyway, have been blowouts. 2-2 delivery. Lined in through the right side for a base hit. So Bilo gets them off on the right foot here with a single to lead off the bottom of the 4th. The third baseman, number 24, Brett Elliott. Number 24. As said, the first 2 games of today were blowouts, 13-0 for the Lisle Astros over the Creemore Barons, and the game that preceded this, a 17-5 massacre by the Cubs over the Nobleton Cornhuskers. So by all accounts, at this point in the game, there's been absolutely no talk of mercy rule or needing a set amount of runs to keep the game going. At this point, Ivy's just looking to score 4 to get the lead back. First pitch into Brett Elliott. He takes strike 1. Bilo, the runner off of first with no out. Baldry checks him at first and deals. Line drive down the line. And that is just foul. Came out on that breaking ball a bit too early. So the count is even now. And they're just now getting the ball back into the infield.
Here we go, Breno. How you do here? Breno, here you go, here you go. Come on, Breno. Here you go, kid.
Aldry back on the slab, checking into Henry for the signs.
Catcher's got something in, is that right?
And time is called as Henry looks like dirt got into his glare. Wind here has been pretty steady today in Lisle on this nice sunny day here. But every once in a while it's kicked up, and especially on that infield, one quick dust cloud can throw everything off. Here's the pitch from Baldry. Just off the plate. 4 ball. Baldry again to the set and deals. Ground ball to the left side. Just a bad hop over the glove of the second baseman. And that'll be into right field. Lisle will stop at second. And there's now 2 on with nobody out.
The right fielder, number 17, David White. Number 17.
There you go.
White, the batter,
Oh, wait.
and his only at bat of the game.
Here we go. Find a hole here now.
He's 0 for 1 on the day. Runners on second and first now with nobody away here in the bottom of the 4th. Baldry's first offering. Ground ball just up the middle. Great stab at the bag. Step on the bag for 1. Throw to second. And throw to first for the double play. Just like that. 1 pitch in and 2 outs. That's just how the game goes, folks.
He took it himself.
The left fielder, number 10, Kevin Duman. Number 10. 4 you, then 3.
On this one?
Oh, boys. You got one. You got one, Shag. Let's go.
And then 4-3.
Right now.
Swing and a miss by the left fielder, Kevin Duman. Just like that, that's the way the ball bounces and this game goes, folks. They had runners on first and second and nobody out, and then a ground ball was stabbed by the second baseman. Ball is in the dirt, and the runner is not moving. And a hard-hit grounder up the middle. Speared by the second baseman for Creemore, Jeff Aikett, who stepped on second base and threw to first for the double play. Lisle on the play, he moved to third base, so now Ivy has a runner on third, but with 2 outs.
Hey, here we go. One, Jill.
Baldry from the full windup, and here's the pitch. Stroked into the gap in right center. That's falling, and a great sliding catch. Oh, that's not a catch. They're ruling that he trapped it. So a great defensive attempt, but it falls in for a single, and Ivy has its first run of the game.
Come on now. Come on, Johnny. Come on.
The center fielder, number 43, John McDonald. Number 43.
Great diving effort out there. It looked for sure from this angle that he had caught the ball on a brilliant backhanded slide, but it looked to, I guess, the base umpires that he trapped the ball. First pitch into McDonald is a ball. Baldry looking back in from the signal. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss on that one for a strike. Give Mike Fawcett, the right fielder, credit for sacrificing his body on that one, but to no avail. Low in the dirt for a ball. So Baldry experiences his first hiccup of the game, but still has a somewhat comfortable, at this point in the game, 2-run lead. Checks the runner at first and deals. Strike in there, low corner, and the count is even at 2. And with the tying run now officially at the plate with the runner on base, Baldry just looking to get out of this inning. The 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball, swung on and missed for strike 3, and that ends the inning. So Ivy gets on the board, but they squander a golden opportunity to get more. We go to the top of the 5th. Creemore 3, Ivy 1. We're back here for the top of the 5th inning now.
Leading off the top half of the 5th for Creemore, the center fielder, number 7, Tom Gateman. Number 7.
Tommy Gateman, the center fielder, will lead off for Creemore. Ivy finally got on the board last inning. Score is now 3-1. Babula winds and deals the first pitch, low for a ball. Wade Babula, the starter for Ivy, pitching now into his 5th inning of work. Aside from the 3-run first inning, he has performed admirably ever since. The wind-up and the 1-0 pitch. Skied behind home plate for the foul ball, so the count is even at 1 apiece.
round. It's got seams. Throw it.
The wind-up and the 1-1 pitch. Called in there for a strike 3.
Strike 2.
Solid pitching and coach advice from Ivy's dugout has paid dividends so far. Sometimes things in games are just that simple. The wind-up and the 1-2 delivery. Skied into shallow center field. Somebody better call it. And a great running play by the center fielder for the first out of the inning.
I don't think either one of them thought they were getting there.
The catcher, number 18, Ethan Henry.
I didn't think either one of them
Number
were getting
18.
there.
Off the jet last time.
Great running play by Johnny McDonald, the center fielder, calling off the right fielder and just making a nick-of-time running catch. So it's 1 away here in the top half of the 5th inning. Ethan Henry, the catcher, in for the 3rd time in the day. Line drive, snared at third base. What a great jumping catch by the third baseman to rob of a sure double. The shortstop, number 36, Chad Purchase. Solid defensive play on that one from the third baseman, Brett Elliott. There's 2 away here in the top of the 5th. First pitch to Purchase is skied out of bounds for the first strike.
There's another one that way.
So solid defense here for Ivy, keeping them in the game. Wade Babula pitching strong with a little help from his friends. The 0-1 delivery to Purchase. Skied away again on a breaking ball, and that will again go out of bounds. Count is no balls and 2 strikes. Kids here today at this tournament, and indeed yesterday as well, they've had a lot of fun retrieving the foul balls here for quarters. The enterprising ones have actually held on to the foul balls and come back here 3 at a time, just so they can say they got more than one. Here's the 0-2 pitch. In the dirt for ball. Just down the line here at Ross Houston Memorial Park is the concession stand here. They've got a beer stand and a barbecue going. 1-2 delivery again is again fouled away. Purchase battling with Babula. It's been a pretty solid endeavor this weekend tournament for Lisle. The weather's been fairly good, especially on a beautiful day like today. The beer's been flowing, the burgers have been cooking, and everyone's enjoying the grand old game. The 1-2 pitch is again fouled away.
I got one more here, Shante.
Purchase has fouled off 3 balls out of play. Wade Babula, stoic on the mound, looking to at least get out of here with just one more pitch. The 1-2 again. Swing it, and he will not take a swing at that one. Called strike 3, and the inning is over. So Babula won that battle, and the 5th inning is in the books. We go to the bottom half of it, with the score still 3-1 for Creemore. At the end of the top half of the 5th, score still 3-1 for the Creemore Braves. No runs, no hits, and no errors, with nobody left on base.
Come on, let's go. Get these kids running. One more. No.
All one?
That's good enough.
No idea. Could be a hip flexor. Back here for the bottom half of the 5th inning. Ivy coming to bat now. Drew Moore will lead off the inning. Leading off the bottom of the 5th for the Ivy Leafs, the second baseman, number 8, Drew Moore. Number 8. Moore, one of the big hits again in the game for Ivy. His last at bat, he's 1 for 1 with a double. Matt Baldry looks in for the sign, comes set and deals, low and away for ball 1. We mentioned earlier how the beer was flowing here on a hot, sunny day here in Lisle, Ontario. We've just reported in that somebody needs to go do a run shortly, as the curveball settles in for a called strike, counts even at 1-1. They also have a raffle going at that concession stand where first prize is a mini fridge. Another curveball in there against Moore for called strike 2. Count is 1-2.
Give me my quarter.
You want it for Alex?
Yeah. Crazy.
Trust fund.
Baldry looks in for the sign, and the 1-2 pitch. In the dirt for a ball. The count is even at 2 apiece. Norm Love, the shortstop, is on deck, followed by the catcher Dave Reed. Matt Baldry, like his counterpart Wade Babula, in his 5th inning of work, the 2-2. Skied into shallow right foul territory. The first baseman has a beat on it, but will just miss the grab.
Yeah, you don't piss yourself laughing.
Count still even at 2 apiece to Drew Moore. Number 8 batter will face the number 8 pitcher. Wind up, and again the 2-2. Swing and a miss on a high fastball for strike 3. So Baldry sits down Moore, and up to bat now will be Norm Love. The shortstop, number 9, Norm Love. Number 9. Love up to bat for the 3rd time in this game. He is 0 for 2. Grounded out to short his first time up, and then flied to deep right his next. Baldry in from the windup, and the first pitch, high and away for ball 1.
Normie's like Derek Jeter, shakes his head as the pitch is coming.
Score still 3-1 for Creemore here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Baldry back in again from the windup, and the pitch off the plate again. Count is 2-0.
Oh, what are the odds he just throws a big old
Hitters count now at 2-0 for Norm Love. Baldry setting himself on the mound, looks to Henry for the sign, and comes set. The windup and the 2-0 pitch is in the dirt for ball 3.
You're fucking kidding me, right?
So Baldry, in a very rare hole, at least in this game, got the count 3-0.
Huh?
Stands in there again. The windup and the 3-0 delivery. High ball 4, 4 straight pitches, and Ivy has their first base runner of the inning. And up to bat will be the catcher Dave Reed. The catcher, number 12, Dave Reed. Number 12. Walk on 4 pitches. So far as our notations say, that's the first walk Baldry has issued in this game.
Let's go, Chad. Get ready to hit with base runners scoring position. Let's go. You. Come on, 11.
Kyle Windsor, the official scorekeeper of this game, and the official proofreader of this game is Scotty Anderson. First pitch outside, low and away for a ball. This is Ryan Vanveen coming to you live from Lisle, Ontario in the bottom of the 5th. And there will be time called as the manager for the Braves is going out to the mound now to discuss the situation. Baldry, despite allowing a run last inning, has looked strong for the entire game. Haven't seen anyone warming up really for either team. Could just be going over the strategy of what to do with 1 out and a runner on first.
Hey, let's pick it up here. Hey, let's get to him right now, boys. Come on. Come on, Davey.
The previous game, as we've mentioned multiple times through this broadcast, was the 17-5 win by the King Cardine Cubs over the Nobleton Cornhuskers. The score was 17-5, highlighted by 2 separate bat-around 7-run innings and a grand slam by John Campbell. Strike in there. Count is even at 1 apiece on the batter Dave Reed. Norm Love on first base following his 4-pitch walk as Baldry looks in for the sign. Hanging curveball hit foul down the left field line.
Hey, Davey, let's go, kid. Hey, straighten that out, boy. Hit
Reed got a good chunk of that one, came around just a bit too soon. Chad Waters, the first baseman for the Ivy Leafs, is the on-deck hitter.
Hey, Davey, I know, kid. Here we go.
Reed had the Ivy Leafs' first hit. He doubled back in the first inning, and then he flied out to the shortstop in his last at-bat. He's 1 for 2. Baldry comes set, and on a check swing, the runner was not going, but fouled away. Count is still 1-2. Runner broke for second, then had second thoughts about a third of the way, and then went back. Reed looked at him. I think there was a sign missed there. Runner still on first here with one away. Baldry checks the runner at first. Steps off the mound. Reed still with a count of 1-2. Gets the sign from his third base coach. Baldry again to the set. The 1-2 pitch is inside. Curveball hits Reed. So there'll be runners on first and second now with only one away after a walk and a hit batter. The first baseman, number 11, Chad Waters. Number 11. So a strikeout to start the inning, followed by a 4-pitch walk and a hit batter. And Chad Waters, now with 2 men on base, represents the go-ahead run. Bottom of the 5th inning here in Lisle, Creemore 3, Ivy 1. Here's the first pitch, in there for a called strike. Baldry talking with his second baseman, trying to get some form of strategy in. Comes to the set, checks the runner at second, and the pitch. High and away for a ball. Count is even now at 1 apiece.
What do you say now, Chad? What do you say? 1-0, baby.
3:11 p.m. it just turned on the clock here at the ballpark. The 1-1. In the dirt, blocked in front of the catcher. And Henry will not need to get to that one very quick, as no runners will attempt to advance. Count is now 2-1 on the first baseman, Waters. Matt Bilo, who had a long single and scored the only run of the game, is the on-deck hitter, the DH. The 2-1 from Baldry. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Count is even now at 2 apiece. Infield at double play depth. The corner is in at first, playing relatively level with the bag at third. And shortstop and second base are level up the middle. The 2-2 pitch, hanging, just missed the strike zone, and the count is full. 1 away, the runners will not be going on a 3-2. And it'll be interesting to see at this point in the game how Baldry escapes this jam. His first real one of the game. Checks the runner again, and the payoff pitch. The runners are going. Ground ball through the hole, and base hit, and that's going to score a run. Moore will score. Norm Love scores, and that it cuts the lead to 1 run. It's 3-2 for Creemore. The designated hitter, number 33, Matt Bilo. Number 33. An RBI single for Chad Waters. Drives in Norm Love. So Dave Reed now takes Love's place at second base. And with 1 away here in the bottom of the 5th, things have really gotten interesting here in Lisle. And Ivy trying to climb all the way back. They were down 3-0 at one point. Baldry checks the runner at second, and first pitch in. Just misses. Count is 1-0.
Sneaking!
Baldry cocks back in. Ivy trying to help out its runner Dave Reed at second. Pitch is ground ball, foul to the right side. 1-1 the count now to Matt Bilo, the DH.
Here we go, Matt. Get the ball hard somewhere. Let's go.
Hey, 3's here you go.
Bilo will be followed by third baseman Elliott.
Let's go, babe.
And the right fielder White. Matt Baldry still going strong despite this little jam he's in. Checks the runner at second again, the 1-1. Swing and a miss.
How you doing? You're good. Here you go. Wait for
That
it.
changeup's still working.
Kid.
He's been able to mix his pitches well, which has kept Ivy's big bats off their regular pace. 1 away here still in the bottom of the 5th. Count is now 1-2 on Matt Bilo. The 1-2 pitch in the dirt.
Good job. Here you
Well blocked by the catcher Henry. 2-2. All things considered, plate umpire Keith Warden has had a relatively easy time of it in this game. And to a lesser extent has base umpire Kyle Hall. The 2-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Down goes Bilo. And there's 2 on with 2 out. The third baseman, number 24, Brett Elliott. Number 24.
So, how's it going in here?
Good. That's garbage.
Elliott batting now. He's 0 for 2 on the game. Looking to take advantage of this golden opportunity to at least tie the game. Tying run on second, the person of Dave Reed. First pitch in, high, ball 1. Reed the tying run. Chad Waters, the first baseman, on first base, representing the go-ahead run. Baldry checks in for the sign again and comes to the set. Checks Reed at second and deals. In there for a called strike. Elliott didn't appear to like that one. Baldry looking in again. Runners taking sizable lead. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to the first base side, snared by at first. And just like that, the inning is over, so they do get another run, but there's still a 1-run differential. We will go to the top of the 6th inning. It's Creemore 3, Ivy 2, and we'll be right back. We're back here in Lisle, Ontario, with the game between the Creemore Braves and the Ivy Leafs. It's Game 3 of Day 2 of the now 54th annual Lisle tournament. Lisle, the Lisle Astros Baseball Club, has been running this interleague tournament for obviously longer than that, but it's the 54th running of the Lisle tournament since they first joined the North Dufferin League in 1961. And based on how the weather has turned out and how the ball has been thrown around these past 2 days, the third day, the championship day, tomorrow, is looking to be a rousing conclusion to a spectacular success of yet another tournament.
Looks like he's warming up over there in the Creemore.
Leading off the 6th inning for Creemore, the left fielder, number 22, Glenn Patterson. Number 22. Glennie Patterson, the left fielder, will face in and take strike in at the knees for the first pitch of the inning. Wade Babula for Ivy is still on the mound. This is his 6th inning of work. He's given up only 3 runs. 1-run deficit now. The score is 3-2. Pitch in, lined into the gap in left field, and this will be run down for the first out of the inning. Great defense, saves at least a base hit, and there's 1 out now. The right fielder, number 21, Mike Fawcett. Number 21. Fawcett, the batter. If you recall, back in the 4th inning, he almost made a spectacular inning-ending sliding catch-out in right field, but just trapped the ball, it was ruled, as the first pitch he sees is a called strike low at the knees. Almost had a brilliant backhand, but it was ruled by base umpire Kyle Hall that he trapped the ball, and that allowed Ivy's first run of the game to score. Babula winds and deals. Fouled away the second pitch. Count is 0-2. The 0-2 pitch again. Here's the wind up. Try to get him with the bait with the curveball, but no go with that. The count is 1-2. Here off to the side now, we're starting to see some form of movement in the Creemore bullpen. We might have just seen the last of Matt Baldry in the past inning. The 1-2 delivery. Ground ball just over the mound to short. Love up with it, fires to first, and that is the second out of the inning. Great play by the shortstop, Norm Love. The first baseman, number 26, Jackson Bunn. Number 26. Jackson Bunn up for his 3rd at-bat of the game. He struck out and walked. First pitch into him, swinging strike. Count is 0-1. You see now the teams for the next game are arriving. Strike called. Quick 0-2 count for Wade Babula over Bunn. Next two teams, as we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, will be the Clearview Orioles and the new Lowell Knights. They will be starting here in just over half an hour. The 0-2 pitch swung on a miss for strike 3, and the inning is over. Great solid inning for Wade Babula. They go down 1-2-3, and we will go to the bottom of the 6th. Ivy needing 1 run to tie. It's 3-2.
Go, here we go. Great inning right there, boy. Great work.
How many games is it been?
2 so far today. Ours and the King Cardinals. Leading off the bottom of the 6th, the right fielder, number 17, David White. Number 17. Bottom of the 6th inning, Ivy, with time running out, looking to make up a 1-run deficit. David White, the leadoff batter. He takes the first pitch for a called strike. Matt Baldry still on the mound. We did see in the latter half of the last inning, Creemore has a reliever warming up. Second pitch, high and away for ball 1. Kevin Duman, the left fielder, on deck. Baldry comes set and deals, and an inside curveball hits him in the back, so they have a leadoff runner on representing the tying run. The left fielder, number 10, Kevin Duman. Number 10. Kevin Dumont is the number 2 hitter in this inning. Runner on first base with nobody out. First pitch in, called strike. Looked like he wanted to go for that one and held up, but thought better of it. Baldry still possessing a great deal of control. The 0-1 pitch. Just caught the offside corner. He didn't like that call. Count is 0-2. Dumont just up there right now. He's down in the hole 0-2, just looking to protect the runner. The 0-2 pitch, high and tight for ball 1. David White, the right fielder, he was hitting the back to lead off the inning. He's at first base. The 1-2 pitch. Off the plate, count is even at 2 apiece. Dumont, he's 1 for 2 in this game with a single, looking to get another one, or at least something to move the runner over. Swinging a drive deep to left center field. Back for it, on the track at the wall, but just at the wall, will make the catch. That one had some carry on it, folks. This was almost a 1-run game in Ivy's favor. But they caught it at the warning track, and it's 1 away now.
Left field that caught that, right?
Yep. The center fielder, number 43. Did they have a substitution? Yo, who'd you sub?
Trevor in for John.
Trevor who?
I don't know his last name.
Right. We've had a substitution here.
23 for 43.
Number 23, Trevor, has gone in for John McDonald. Yep. Close the door. So 23 has come in for Trevor. There's been a substitution here as the new batter Trevor, number 23, he's taken McDonald's spot, I believe in center field. We just had a bit of wind here come into the broadcast booth, fluffed up our notes, so we're guessing that's why the home run ball. Oh, that was fouled off the catcher's mask. I had to call time, give catcher Henry a moment to breathe. As I was saying, we just had a strong gust of wind in here in the broadcast booth. That might have been what prevented that last ball, hit by Kevin Dumont, from going out for a 2-run homer. I tell you, folks, they don't make them any scarier than that, especially if your name is Matt Baldry. That was just right around the, if you know Lisle Diamond here, there's a Horse Farm out and around the 325 sign in left center field. That ball, I would say, was about 328, just to the right of it, but the wind must have held it up. So 0-1 now, the count on the batter, Trevor. Pitch is fouled away. And correction, he's got 2 strikes on him now after that foul off the catcher's mask. Still 3-2 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 2 strikes on the batter, Trevor. Baldry checking into Henry for the sign and comes set. Checks the runner at first and deals. Inside. They need base runners on right now, true, but it's just human nature when that ball's coming at you to get out of the way. Doesn't matter if it's a curveball or a knuckler, no one likes getting hit. Here's the pitch again from Baldry, and that's another ball high and outside. And that takes it to a full count with 1 out here. Trevor doing everything he can to get the runner at first, David White, over to second or into scoring position. The payoff pitch. Fouled away, out of play. Trevor batting from the left side. He came in for the center fielder, John McDonald. Right now, his mission at the plate is just survive. Baldry again from the set, the 3-2 pitch. Called strike 3 on a breaking ball, and just like that, they are down to their last out of the inning. The second baseman, number 8, Drew Moore. Number 8. Drew Moore, 1 for 2 with a double today. Boy, his teammates are wishing he had another double in his bat right now. Anything to keep the inning going here with 2 away. And we have time as a ball is thrown in. That's the first ball we've had thrown in a while that didn't involve us losing a quarter. Baldry still hanging strong on the mound. He's pitched 5 2/3 innings now if you're keeping track. First pitch in, high, ball 1. Henry really had to outstretch the glove to get that one. White, after leading off the inning being hit by a pitch, is at first. And he at this point represents the tying run. The batter, Drew Moore, is the go-ahead run. High pitch. They faked the pitch out and tried to get the runner, but to no avail on that one. Hitters count now for Drew Moore. It's at 2-0. Baldry again from the set, the 2-0 pitch. Ground ball, third base side, knocked down, and the throw to second is... It looked like he came off the bag, but they call him out at second. He managed to keep just enough of a foot on the bag to get the force, and the inning is over. So now we go to the top of the 7th. And in a real nail-biter here, it is the Creemore Braves 3, the Ivy Leafs still at 2. We're back here now for the top of the 7th inning. Wade Babula still on the mound. Pitches in there to Mac Burney. He's pinch hitting for the third baseman, Brett Trott. Babula, since that first inning, as the pitch comes in, fouled away. Count goes to 0-2. Both starting pitchers still in this ballgame, both since their respective one bad innings, have pitched gems. Babula gave up 3 runs in the first inning, but since then has allowed only 1 hit. That one's foul behind the plate. Count still at 0-2. As far as we can see, the batter on deck, Matt Baldry, is going to be hitting for himself, so he's still in the game. The 0-2. Sky to the infield, right-hand side. Calling for it is second base, and he will let it settle into his glove for the first out of the inning. The pitcher, number 8, Matt Baldry. Number 8.
What's Trevor's last name? Substitute.
First book.
First Brook?
Yeah.
So one away here in the top of the 7th inning. Creemore still leading by the skin of their teeth. It's 3-2. First pitch into Baldry. Called strike. Abila again. No runners on base. Throwing from the full wind. The 0-1 pitch. High ball 2. Ball 1. Count is even now at 1 apiece. Pitcher facing pitcher here for the 3rd time in the game. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss on a straight fastball for strike 2.
Finish it now. Stop. Stay with that fucking fastball in tight. Finish it.
1-2 count now on the pitcher as Babula winds and fires. Takes a called strike 3 looking, and there's 2 quick outs here to start the 7th. And we will see yet another pinch hitter come in here. Pinch hitting for number 4, Jeff Akent. Number
10.
Number 10, McGilvin. Corey McGilvin? McGilvin. First pitch, swing and a miss for strike 1. Number 10. 2 outs now here in the top of the 7th. The windup and the 0-1 pitch. Skied is falling short into the infield, but a brilliant sliding catch by the first baseman will shut the inning down. So now, folks, we go to the bottom of the 7th. Last ups for Ivy. It's 3 for Creemore and 2 for Ivy. And isn't this exciting? We'll be right back.
Like if it's close? Not fucking worried about it.
We're back here for the bottom of the 7th inning. Norm Love will lead it off. Leading off the bottom of the 7th for Ivy. The shortstop, number 9, Norm Love. Number 9. Love walked in his last at-bat on 4 pitches, and he scored the 2nd run for Ivy. Matt Baldry still pitching a gem for the Creemore Braves. He takes the mound again here in the bottom of the 7th. First delivery. In there for a called strike. Waiting to see if Ivy puts forward a pinch hitter here. This is their last ups. The 0-1 pitch. Just missed off the corner. It's even at 1 apiece.
I'm gonna try anyways.
Baldry now getting the sign from Henry. Comes set. The windup and the 1-1. Breaking ball just missed, and it's 2-1 now.
We're never a circus, eh? No, that one's a strike. Next inning, no, that one's not.
Love battling in there. Count is 2-1. Just missed inside. 3-1 now. 3-1 pitch now coming from Baldry. Just in there. Count is full. For those of you wondering where the sneezes are coming from, my broadcast partner and scorekeeper, Kyle Windsor, is still here and still alive in the broadcast booth. The 3-2 pitch. Ground ball to the left side. That is past the diving shortstop into left field. And the tying run is on base with nobody out in the bottom of the 7th. The catcher, number 12, Dave Reed. Number 12. Dave Reed, 1 for 2 with a double, and he was hit by a pitch in his last at-bat. Score still 3-2 for Creemore, but that could change momentarily. Time now 3:40 p.m., but we've got plenty of time for this game to end before the next one begins. Baldry checks the runner first, comes set. Here's the pitch. Fake the bunt on that one. Wouldn't have mattered anyway. It takes it for ball 1. Chad Waters, the first baseman, in the on-deck circle. Love getting a casual lead out there off the bag at first. The set and the pitch. Bunt right to the right side of the pitcher. Fielded perfectly by Baldry. So there's 1 out, but a runner is in scoring position now with Waters at bat. First baseman, number 11, Chad Waters. Number 11.
1 to 3. Sorry? 1 to 3. 1 to 3?
Yep. And it looks like there will be a pinch runner now for the shortstop, Norm Love.
Mike Kazienko for Norm Love.
So Mike Kazienko, number 25, will take the place of number 9, Norm Love, in the runner in scoring position. There's one out here. And the batter, Chad Waters. Checks the runner and deals to the plate. High ball 1. Kazinko, the pinch runner. Getting a not so subtle lead. No one really covering him out there at the bag. Second baseman playing the shadow. Pitch low in the dirt. Count is 2-0. Hitters count now.
You guys got 1, 3? Yeah.
3-2 for Creemore. Here in the bottom of the 7th. One away, runner on second, representing the tying run. The pitch. Ground ball, and that one will roll just foul of home plate.
We'll double check that.
Henry was all over that one, as that one just foul tipped right out in front of the plate, but dribbled foul. Count is now 2-1. Matty Bilo, the designated hitter, on deck. There have been numerous heroics in this game, both sides. Baldry again to the set and deals. Swinging a drive deep into left center field. Back for it goes the center fielder. He will haul it in to make the catch. The relay throw comes in late, but there's a runner going to third, so Kazinko, his teammates were calling for him to take the extra base on the throw. The cutoff came in well short on the high grasp, but there's 2 outs now, and the tying run is 90 feet away. The designated hitter, number 33, Matt Bilo. Number 33. A great running catch in deep center field by the Creemore center fielder. So now there's 2 outs, and the tying run is at third base. In there for a called strike. And no matter what the outcome, both starting pitchers were on top of their game today. But in this moment, it is Matt Baldry's game to win or lose. The 0-1 is in the dirt, goes behind him, and that is going to be the tying run. It's 3-all on a wild pitch, and just like that, it's a brand new ball game. And that's it. And just a second now, seems to be a tie. They could be calling the game. That's it. They're calling a game on a passed ball. It ends in a 3-3 tie. And how about that? So we'll see how this one ends.
You sure? Yeah. Hey, you guys had more on base.
Yep. We're going to see who the overall winner of this game is in a second when we count up the left on base. We'll be back in just a second. So based on the final score, it ends in a 3-3 anticlimactic draw. But according to tournament rules, we're still checking into this, but it looks like Ivy Leafs, with more men left on base, will end up being the winners of the game. So the game ends in a 3-all tie. Spectacular pitching on both sides. Matt Baldry pitched to Jim right up until that last pitch. Wade Babula for Ivy. First inning of regret. The 3 runs all came off him in the first inning. Pitch solid after that. 3-all tie ends here. So we are done with game 3 here. Just getting ready for the Clearview versus New Lowell Knights game, which will take place in just a couple minutes. So that ends my coverage for today. So from all of us here at Lisle, this has been Ryan Vanveen, and have yourself a great rest of the tournament.